What if your dog has been waiting their entire life for you to do just one specific thing? And what if, every single day, you've been doing the exact opposite without even realizing it? Most owners believe they are doing everything right. They provide food, shelter, and belly rubs. But beneath the surface of your daily routine, there are things your dog quietly, desperately needs from you that almost no one talks about. And the silence around these needs is costing you the bond you think you already have. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see your dog in a way you never have before. You're going to realize that everything your dog does, every tilt of the head, every retreat into a corner, is a message you've been missing. Welcome to Dog Behavior. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. We post deep dives into canine psychology to help you understand what your dog is actually trying to tell you. Today's episode is perhaps the most important one we have ever produced. Here is the hard truth that most owners aren't ready to hear. These aren't complicated or expensive fixes, but if you keep getting them wrong, and most owners do, unknowingly, your dog slowly starts to lose faith that you will ever truly understand them. And a dog who has lost that faith doesn't show it with barking or anger. They show it with distance, with a tail that wags a little less, with eyes that eventually stop seeking yours. By the time most owners notice the gap, years of potential connection have already slipped away. Coming up at number 4, I'm going to reveal a habit you likely do every single walk that is actually triggering your dog's nervous system into a state of chronic stress. You think you're being efficient, but you're actually closing a book right before the final chapter. But first, let's look at the very first thing your dog has been waiting for, and it starts with the one place in your house you thought was already theirs. 1. The silent need for a den. Has your dog ever crawled under the bed, wedged themselves behind the couch, or pressed into a silent corner when things got loud? Most owners see this and think, my dog is sad, or they're being antisocial. We pull them out, we try to force them to join the party, thinking we're helping. But in that moment, your dog wasn't asking for social interaction. They were asking for autonomy, and by pulling them out, you unknowingly increase their panic. You see, dogs are evolutionarily hardwired as den animals. In the wild, a den wasn't just a place to sleep. It was a sensory deprivation chamber where they could lower their guard. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science confirms that dogs with a consistent, owned space show significantly lower cortisol levels, the primary hormone linked to chronic stress. If your dog doesn't have a spot where they are untouchable, no crate with a cover, no quiet corner where humans never intrude, then their nervous system is in a state of constant, low-level red alert. They aren't hiding to be rude, they are hiding to survive the sensory overload of your home. 2. The illusion of affection. Be honest. When you walk past your dog, do you automatically reach down and pat their head? Most of us do it unconsciously. We think it's a deposit of love. But from a canine perspective, uninvited touch, especially when they are resting, can lead to a psychological state called learned helplessness. This is a deep signal many owners miss. A study from the University of Bristol found that dogs who control the start and stop of social interactions are exponentially more confident. When you pet them without an invitation, you are telling them, your body does not belong to you, it belongs to my whims. This erodes trust faster than any scolding ever could. Watch for the consent test. Stop petting for 3 seconds. If your dog leans in or nudges you, they want more. If they look away or stay still, they were just tolerating you. Loving your dog often means not touching them when your ego wants to. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal in point number 4 is the secret reason your dog might be reactive or aggressive on walks, and it has nothing to do with their personality. 3. The power of verticality. Think about your dog's daily reality. To them, you are a towering, fast-moving giant who controls every resource: food, water, and the outdoors. In the world of ethology, animal behavior, vertical height equals dominance and potential threat. When you stand over your dog to give them a command, their primitive brain is calculating, is this a safe interaction, or am I being cornered? Studies in canine cognition have shown that dogs approach humans in a seated or crouched position 60% faster than someone standing tall. When you sit on the floor, you are removing the threat of size. You are saying, in their language, I am not a boss right now, I am a partner. This is especially critical for rescue dogs or dogs with anxiety. Try the floor test tonight. Sit 3 feet away, don't look at them, and just wait. The way they approach you will be the most honest communication you've ever had. 4. The sniff safari. This is the mistake that breaks my heart the most. We take our dogs for walks for our convenience to burn energy or get it over with. But when you pull your dog away from a scent, you're effectively blindfolding them in the middle of a movie. Your dog's nose has 300 million olfactory receptors. Yours has 6 million. Their nose brain is 40 times larger than ours. When a dog sniffs a fire hydrant, they aren't just smelling pee. They are reading a biological newspaper. Who was here, their health status, their stress levels, and how long ago they passed. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science proved that sniffaries, scent-focused walks, lower heart rates, and decrease cortisol more effectively than a 5-mile run. Stopping them mid-sniff creates frustration-based reactivity. If your dog is barking at other dogs, it might be because they are chronically frustrated that their primary sense is being suppressed. The fix? Let them lead. Give them 10 minutes of uninterrupted sniffing. It's more tiring and rewarding for their brain than any physical exercise. 5. The burden of unpredictability. Most owners value spontaneity, but dogs crave boring. Because they don't perceive time through clocks, they perceive it through patterns. A study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior identified that unpredictable daily routines are the hazone driver of separation anxiety and chronic stress in domestic dogs. When you feed them at 7 a.m. one day and 9 a.m. the next, or when playtime is a random occurrence, your dog's nervous system stays in a state of hypervigilance. They are constantly monitoring you for cues because the map of their day is constantly shifting. Routine is the safety net that allows a dog to truly fall into a deep, restorative sleep. Even something as simple as a transition ritual, like saying, "I'll be back every time you leave," gives them a predictable anchor in a world they can't control. 6. The human voice connection. This is the final truth. We've been told for years, don't talk to your dog, they don't understand English. That is a lie. While they may not understand syntax, they are masters of prosody, the emotional melody of speech. They have lived alongside us for up to 40,000 years, evolving specific brain structures just to pass human vocalizations. Research from Otvers-Lorand University showed that dogs process the meaning of words in the left hemisphere and the emotion in the right, just like we do. When you talk to them, really talk to them, you are activating their reward centers. They aren't just hearing noise, they are feeling included. A dog that is spoken to as a family member develops a higher emotional intelligence and stronger resilience to stress. Your dog has been waiting for you to stop managing them and start conversing with them. At the end of the day, your dog is not asking for a perfect owner. They aren't asking for the most expensive organic treats, the flashiest toys, or a backyard the size of a park. What they are asking for, what they have been asking for, since the moment they entered your life, is simply to be seen. Most owners spend years waiting for their dog to give them more obedience, more calmness, more affection. But connection is not something you wait for. It is something you build, one silent moment of patience at a time. It's built in the 3 minutes you stop and let them sniff that patch of grass. It's built in the 10 minutes you spend sitting on the hard floor just to be at their level. It's built every time you choose to wait for their invitation instead of forcing your own. Your dog has already oriented their entire existence around you. They have spent 40,000 years evolving just to understand the tone of your voice and the look in your eyes. They are already fluent in your language. The real question is, are you willing to learn theirs? When you start meeting these hidden needs, you'll notice something shift. The anxiety starts to fade. The distance disappears. And in its place, you'll find a level of trust you didn't think was possible. Your dog isn't just a pet you manage. They are a living, breathing soul, waiting for you to finally meet them halfway. If this video changed the way you look at the dog sleeping across the room right now, please share it with someone who loves their dog but might be missing these signals. Comment below and tell me, which one of these surprised you the most? Or better yet, tell me about a time your dog tried to tell you something and you finally understood. Don't forget to subscribe to Dog Behavior. Every week, we go deeper into the science and the soul of the animals we call our best friends, so you can stop guessing and start connecting. Thank you for watching. Now, go sit on the floor. Your dog is waiting for you.